Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. This is the YouTube channel that will bring Chelsea fans the latest news of the club in our hearts. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Chelsea make direct contact with France Wonderkid Ryan Cherki. Chelsea have reportedly been in contact with representatives of Lyon youngster Ryan Cherki as they look to replace AC Milan-bound Christian Pulisic. The Blues have set their sights on the rising star despite the French club's reluctance to sell and his existing agreement that keeps him in northwestern France until 2025. Unfazed, Chelsea are pursuing a deal and are considering an official offer for the 19-year-old after discussions with his team, according to Football.London. The outlet also report that PSG have maintained their interest in the winger following an unsuccessful approach in January. Lyon, who are in a difficult financial position, are said to be more willing to sell their youth prospect abroad rather than strengthen a League One rival. Tottenham interested in Conor Gallagher, but midfielder heading to US for Chelsea pre-season tour. The England international has been linked with a number of teams, with Newcastle, Aston Villa, and Crystal Palace showing an interest. But Chelsea's London rivals Spurs are now considering a move. TalkSport understands Gallagher returned to Chelsea training on Wednesday and is set to join the team on their pre-season tour of the US. Of all Chelsea players, only Kai Havertz played more games than Gallagher's 45 in all competitions last season, but despite that, his reliability and nationality singles him out as an ideal candidate to raise transfer funds for Chelsea. Spurs, meanwhile, are looking to continue upgrading their midfield under new manager Ange Postecoglou. The Greek-Australian has already secured the services of James Maddison from Leicester for £40 million, but more may be needed. Romelu Lukaku won't report for Chelsea training, as he bids to force through Inter return. Pochettino wants to talk to Lukaku to discuss his future at Chelsea, but the Belgian is yet to return to Stamford Bridge, following his season-long loan at Inter Milan. Lukaku wants to secure a permanent move to Milan this summer, but the Serie A giants are struggling to agree a fee with Chelsea. Despite Lukaku's struggles in West London, Pochettino is said to be open-minded about his future at the club, especially as it looks unlikely that Chelsea will sign a new number 9 this summer. But ex-Chelsea winger Pat Nevin believes Pochettino already has 3 players at Stamford Bridge who are better options than Lukaku. "I would be really shocked if Romelu Lukaku stayed at Chelsea," he told OLBG. "If you look at all of the strikers Chelsea have now, they have better options. Christopher, Nkunku and Nicolas Jackson are young players who can play up front. They also have Armando Broja to come back, and he is also a good player. That's 3 players who are all good players." Chelsea willing to sanction Trevor Chalobah transfer this summer amid Inter Milan interest. Chelsea are open to selling Trevor Chalobah this summer should the right offer emerge. Standard Sport understands Chalobah is behind fellow centre-backs Thiago Silva, Wesley Fofana, Benoit Badiashile and Levi Colwill in the pecking order at Stamford Bridge. New manager Mauricio Pochettino only wants 4 centre-backs in the first-team squad next season. The club have made the decision that they will listen to offers and potentially sanction the 24-year-old's exit if the price is right. It was revealed by Standard Sport last month that Inter Milan want to sign Chalobah and value the defender at around £25 million. Other clubs are also interested in making an offer. While Chalobah is willing to fight for his place at Chelsea and was in high spirits training under Pochettino this week, he wants regular first-team football as he targets an England debut ahead of the Euro 2024 tournament next summer. Both the player and club are in full agreement that if a transfer proposal comes in which is attractive to both parties, then he can leave. Mauricio Pochettino's Chelsea in day 1, warning hints at challenge now facing Newcastle. Mauricio Pochettino has warned Chelsea must deliver from day 1, following a dismal campaign which saw both Graham Potter and Thomas Tuchel sacked. The Blues have turned to the former PSG and Tottenham boss after finishing a lowly 12th last term under interim manager Frank Lampard. Pochettino has already set about trimming a bloated squad that will not compete in European football next season, with the likes of Kai Havertz, Mateo Kovacic and Mason Mount already departing. However, that has not stopped Chelsea from making early moves in the market with the frontline additions of Nicolas Jackson and Christopher Nkunku. Newcastle United capitalised on the relative struggles of the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool and Tottenham to secure a top-4 finish ahead of schedule. Eddie Howe has already brought in Sandro Tonali, and looks to be closing in on a deal for Harvey Barnes as the Magpies head coach looks to shape his squad to compete on 4 fronts. Liverpool have already spent big on Alexis Mac Allister and Dominic Szoboszlai after their 5th-placed finish, while Tottenham have appointed Ange Postecoglou and convinced James Maddison to turn down any advances from the Magpies. Pochettino is facing a far bigger rebuild at Stamford Bridge, but admits he has no time to waste as half of the so-called Big Six look to usurp Newcastle. He told Football London, "Look, I know in football there is no patience. In football it is difficult to wait, and when you are in Chelsea, I believe it is not about asking for time. You need to deliver from day one." New Chelsea signings take part in first training session. Jackson and Christopher Nkunku have arrived, while Malo Gusto has also been pictured in training after signing in January. He then returned to Lyon for the remainder of the 2022-23 season. Senegalese forward Jackson, who signed from Villarreal for £32 million earlier this summer, was pictured in pre-season training for the first time on Tuesday. The 22-year-old was all smiles as he greeted Pochettino and laughed with fellow striker Armando Broja, who he may well be competing with for the starting spot up top next season. In a video uploaded to Chelsea's official Twitter page, Jackson was seen undergoing several conditioning exercises in the gym before moving on to the training field. Chelsea's cameras also caught a brief interaction with fellow newbie Gusto, who reported for pre-season duty at the start of July. Jackson is expected to be joined at Cobham by fellow new arrival Nkunku on Wednesday after the former RB Leipzig star completed a £52 million move to Stamford Bridge in June. It's a signing that's garnered plenty of excitement in West London, and Blues supporters must have been happy seeing their star signing working hard before officially returning for pre-season duty. The Frenchman was videoed by new teammate Thiago Silva in the gym last week. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.